minutes. Let's start off. Cams on, everyone. Did everyone try the assignment? Who else is missing today? Swastika, Abhinav, tried the assignment?
Yes, sir.
Just give me a minute. I'll get some water. So let's start off. Aditya, Rehan, I can't see you guys, right? Your cams are blank. So end of the class, we'll discuss the assignments. I hope everyone tried the sheets. Select. Got everything? Got some doubts in that? Sure, there'll be some doubts. Why your cameras are blank, right? Aditya, Rehan, Maulika, cams on. Okay, let's start off. So last time, right, we did this resolution of vectors. Next thing is triangle law of vectors. So what this thing says is, we'll discuss the sheet under the class, the assignment. If two vectors are joined head to tail, right? The resultant is from the remaining tail to the head. Let me explain with a diagram that is better. Head and tail, it looks like fish. So what this is trying to tell you, right? If you have a vector A bar and if you have a vector B bar, so what this is saying, right? If you're traveling from this and if you're traveling like this, it is as good as traveling directly from this tail to this head. Is that making sense? So when you go from along A and along B, it is as good as you're going from this guy to that point here. So this R bar is a resultant vector, which is given by A bar plus B bar. That's it. Simply what triangle law says is, if you're going from one point to another, you could have just gone directly from there. So from this scenario, right, if you have taken three vectors like this, if three vectors are joined head to tail, forming a triangle, then the resultant is 0. So always think of this triangle law in terms of displacement. That will give you a better idea what is happening. So for example, let's say you're traveling like this A bar, then you're traveling like this B bar, and let's say you travel like this C bar. So where did you start here? You started here. And where did you come back? To the same point, right? So what's the displacement? 0. So A bar plus B bar plus C bar is 0. I hope that is making sense. Have a look at this. Rihan, your cam is still blank, right? Any problem with your cam or something? Rehan, come on. Okay, Rehan, your Zoom crashed or you messaged me. Yeah, fine.
The resulted to 0 because it returns back to the original.
You came back to the same point, right? Because you started from this guy, your tail here. See, look at the definition. The remaining tail to remaining head. If you start here and you come back here, what's the displacement?
So
So that is the meaning of that. So if three vectors form a triangle, the resultant will be always 0.
So any closed polygon, it will be 0, right?
Yeah. We are showing for a triangle, we'll expand it to a polygon. All got this? Clear na, Maika? Triangle of vectors, huh? So be on time, everyone. Now, so using this concept, right? Before that, we need to define one more thing. Angle between vectors. So how do you define angle between two vectors? When two vectors are joined tail to tail, the smaller angle between them. This is important, huh? Meaning if someone gives you like this, if you have a vector a bar and b bar, this is defined as angle theta. Example, if this is a bar and this is b bar, and let's say this angle is 60 degree. What is the angle between the vectors? Be careful, it is not 60. You have to keep them tail to tail. Huh? So a bar and move the b bar here. So shift this b bar here, just shift it parallel to itself. You have to join them tail to tail. You're getting it? Or you can just move a bar ahead. Okay. That will be, wait, I wrote it wrong here. I wrote it wrong. No. I should have given this thing. 120. So when you shift it forward, this angle actually is 60. I actually gave the right angle. So 60 degrees is the angle between A bar and B bar. All clear with this? So whenever you define angle between two vectors, make sure they're joined tail to tail. Clear? So let me ask you one more example on this. Let's say if I have a triangle, A bar, this is 3, B bar, this is 4, and this is C bar, which is 5. 3, 4, 5 triangle. Find the angle between A bar and B bar. Find the angle between A bar and B bar and C bar and A bar. Get this thing? We have a triangle 3, 4, 5. Find the angle between the three vectors. Get this. Easy one, but it's a good one. Any answers? 90, 37, 53. Okay. 90, 37, 127, 90, 143, 127. Yeah, Aditya, you are. Now, here, be careful, okay? The most common mistake what people do now in this, we know the 3, 4, 5 triangle. How much is this? 53 degrees. This is 37 degrees, and this is 90. That's actually 3, 4, 5 triangle, which we did in the beginning trigonometry. I told you to remember this. So, mug it up, okay? So, 4, 3, and 5. This will be 53, and this will be 37. You should know this thing. 37 and 53 are quite common. Now, going back to the definition, how do you define angle between two vectors? Tail to tail. So you have to join all of them like this, tail to tail. I hope you're getting this. So then what is the angle between A and B? 90 degrees. So if this is 53, what will be this angle here? 180 minus 53. So this angle is 127. Then this angle will be how much? Total sum should be 360, right? 143. So what is the angle between A bar and B bar? 90 degrees. Angle between A bar and C bar? 127. So be careful. Don't say 37 and 53. So angle between B bar and C bar is 143 degrees. Check. Is that clear, everyone? So the definition of the angle is when you join the two vectors tail to tail, that angle is the angle between the vectors. You just can't choose any angle you want. So be careful with that. Easy? Vidyut, clear, na?
Yes, sir.
Palaksh, Mayuka, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Then, Rita, sorry, how do you pronounce your name?
So you can call me Ritu.
Ritu, right? So, Ritu, understood?
Yeah, I understood.
Cool. Next thing. Now, using this triangle law, right, we can do certain things which is learned in school also. We have something called a section formula. Before that, I'll show you more simpler things. So if you have a rectangle, so if this is A bar and this is B bar, so this diagonal is given by C bar. So C bar is A bar plus B bar. Similarly, so if that is A bar, this will be minus A bar, this will be B bar. Everyone agrees? If you just reverse the vector, it becomes minus A bar. That means this diagonal will be how much? B bar minus A bar. So A bar plus B bar and B bar minus A bar are the two diagonals of a rectangle. Clear with that? Actually, you can make it even better. Parallelogram. We will see about this later on in more detail, but for now, just have an idea like this. You could have gone like this also, A bar, and this is minus B bar. This thing and this thing. So A bar and A bar minus B bar are two diagonals of a parallelogram. A bar plus B bar and A bar minus B bar. And if the magnitude of a plus b bar becomes equal to a minus b bar, it becomes a rectangle. Isn't it? If the so in a parallelogram, if both the diagonals are equal, it's a rectangle. And if the vector a bar becomes perpendicular to b bar, right? And both the vectors are equal. If a bar is perpendicular, what it becomes? It becomes a rhombus. No, it becomes a rectangle. And if mod a becomes equal to mod b bar, it becomes a square. So these are all are, the different ways you can change the shapes. It becomes a square.
And sir, if A is not perpendicular to B, then it's a rhombus, right?
If A is equal to B and A is not perpendicular to B, then it is a rhombus. Are you getting how to take the shapes? Molecule, it can be plus or minus B, depending on which way you're taking. If you want this diagonal, it will be B minus A. You could have taken any one. So be careful. This is the kind of question they'll ask in the exam. Which of the following conditions should be satisfied to get a rhombus, to get a square, to get a rectangle, to get a parallelogram? Clear? Do check it out. It's a basic geometry there. So if mod A is equal to mod B, means the sides are equal. And the vectors are perpendicular, means it's a square. The sides are equal, but the vectors are not perpendicular, it's a rhombus.
So then you can equate the A plus B and A minus B to find angles also, right?
You can do that, yeah. Is all clear with this thing? Adrit, Mehan, Abhinav, clear, na? Ritu, clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Venkatesh, clear?
Yes.
Perfect. Ritu, you're there or disconnected?
Sir, I got disconnected in between. Can you just please repeat this part if possible?
This thing, what I was saying, I'll just write it on another page. See. So in this thing, right, if the two vectors now a bar is perpendicular, if mod A is equal to mod B, the sides are equal. A bar is not perpendicular to B bar. What does it become? It becomes a rhombus, right? In a parallelogram, if the sides are equal, it's a rhombus. Right, Ritu? If A bar is equal to B bar and A is perpendicular to B bar, then it becomes a what happens to a rhombus? A square. Clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
In a rhombus, are they perpendicular?
The diagonals are perpendicular. मैं sides का बात कर रहा हूँ.
Oh,
Here A and B bar are sides, huh? So there, from the vectors, right, you can even create different shapes also. And then we have section formula, which you studied in school. The ratio, basically. So if I have two vectors like this, let's call this thing P1, P2, and let's call this some point P here, and this is your origin. Let's say this vector is R1 bar, this vector is RP bar, and this vector is R2 bar. And let's say the point P divides this in the ratio of M is to N. That is P1P by PP2 will be in the ratio of M is to N. M and N are some numbers there. You could have actually found this thing coordinates also, no? X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Got it? So from the section formula, what we get? N into P1P is equal to M into PP2. I can convert this into vector form. So N P1 P2 bar will be equal to M times P P2 bar. So what I'm doing is we are taking this vector and we are taking this vector. Now from the triangle law, we get P1, P will be nothing but look at this thing from the triangle law here, we get O P1 bar plus P1 P bar is equal to OP bar. Agreed? So P1 P bar will be OP bar. This is OP1 bar minus OP1, which is nothing but RP bar minus R1 bar. Similarly, O P bar plus P2 bar will be OP2 bar. Please take this again, what I'm saying. Look at this. If I go from here to here and from here to here, isn't this as good as this? Isn't that a triangle law? You go from O to P1 and P1 to P, that is as good as going from O to P, no? So that is this first one. OP1 plus P1P is as good as OP bar. So I just took P1P bar from here and I shifted it. The second one, I'm going from here to here, O to P, P to P2. That is as good as going from O to P2, no? I hope everyone is getting that term. So that can be written as, so P2 bar will be OP2 bar minus OP bar. So OP2 bar will be R2 bar minus OP bar will be RP bar. Can everyone please check this thing? This and this. I'm just using triangle law. I'm using, this is one triangle and this is one triangle. Please ask me if you're confused on that, how I got this. Whenever you see this triangle or vectors, right, simply think in terms of displacement. If you're walking from O to P1 and if you're walking from P1 to P, it is as good as walking from O to P directly. So if you're going from O to P1, P1 to P, it is as good as going from O to P directly. Then I just substituted the equation. Similarly, O to P, P to P2 is as good as going from O to P2 directly. All clear with this? Vidyut, Arjun, clear? Rehan?
Yes, sir.
Mayuka?
Sir, can you just explain the second, which is P2 is equal to OP2 minus OP?
I just shifted this thing here, no? I just shifted OP bar on the other hand.
Okay, sir.
Got it, no?
Yes, sir.
Sure, right? So then now what I need to do, I just need to substitute here. So this is 1 and this is 1. So take these two guys and put in this result. So this will become RP bar minus R1 bar is equal to M into R2 bar minus RP bar. You're trying to find RP here. So if you just simplify this, RP bar will be M into R2 bar plus N into R1 bar by M plus N. This is how you can find a vector array with a section formula. Check it out. So if I give you three vectors, R1 bar, R2 bar, and if I say this RP bar is some point P, this is the relation between them. So I'm sure you studied something like this in school, right? This is a section formula in vectors. Have a look at this.
So suppose none of the coordinates are given, can we assume P1, P2 as the x-axis and find out all the coordinates?
Yeah, you can do that, but problem kya hoga na? Meaning you have to give me coordinates, right? Otherwise, how will you find R1 bar and R2 bar?
Yeah.
You need the coordinates. Easy, everyone? So this is a section formula which you did in maths. You can use it in vectors also. Any doubts on this? Next one. The centroid formula.
So can you go back for a minute? Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now, if you have a centroid of a triangle, so let's say we have a triangle like this. Take a scalene triangle, it doesn't matter. Let's say this is R1 bar, this is R2 bar, and this is R3 bar, the three corners. So we know the centroid, right? It will be that midpoint ka thing. This is the centroid. So the position vector of the centroid is given by, I'll just directly, we can do that in the formula 2:1 ratio, it will divide if you remember that. But I think we can just put down the result. So it will be R1 bar plus R2 bar plus R3 bar by 3. It's a good result to use this. Means let's say this is somewhere origin. This is R2 bar, this is R3 bar, this is R1 bar, this is the centroid vector, ESA. You can just add up the result, 3 vectors and divide by 3, you'll get the centroid. And I hope you remember this thing. Centroid divides that thing in the 2:1 ratio.
So where will this be used?
I will use it on later on in center of mass and all that stuff. Vectors. Check it out. Let's see some questions on this triangle law. So these are some of the things. Can I go ahead, everyone? Let's see a question. So we have 3 vectors, A, B, C. So magnitude of 3 vectors is given. And they didn't tell you anything about the angles. Which of the following set of vectors can give a 0 resultant? If I just give you 3 vectors of magnitude and no direction, you have to tell me, is it possible for them? You can take whatever angle you want. Is it possible for them to cancel out? And also find the angles between them for 0 vector resultant. And also find maximum and minimum values. Max and minimum value of the resultant. There are too many questions on this. Example, this is the thing. So vector A bar, vector B bar, and vector C bar. 3 vectors are given. Magnitudes are given. 3, 3, 3. All the 3 vectors have same magnitude. You take any angles you want, any direction between them. Can we get a 0 vector? Yes. Then what is the angle between them? What is the maximum and the minimum value of these 3 vectors? Add them in any way you want. 3, 4, 5. 1, 1, 2. 6, 6, 7. 3, 3, 8. So I gave you 5 different set of forces. So my question is, if I have 3 vectors of magnitude 3, 3, 3, you can keep any angle between them. Is it possible for these 3 vectors to cancel out each other completely? If yes, then what is the angle between them? And then what is the magnitude of the maximum and the minimum values of them. Did you get the question, what I'm asking? Think for a minute, I'll show you one and then you can try the rest. Should I show you one? Think. Aditya, what do you mean by Siri, Aditya? These are not options, right? These are 5 questions. Looks like you guys were confused. So let me show you once. Look at the first question. The mod A, mod B, mod C, you're saying all 3 are 3, 3, 3. Tell me one thing, we wrote a statement here if you remember today. Can you just read the statement here?
Yes.
If 3 vectors are joined head to tail forming a triangle, the resultant is 0. That means if I give you just 3 magnitudes and if I don't tell you any angles, if somehow they can form a triangle, then you get a 0 resultant. Now, if I give you 3 sides, what is the condition for a triangle?
So the sum of 2 sides should be greater than the third side.
Perfect. If the 3 sides can form a triangle, the resultant will be 0. So the condition for the triangle is, therefore, the sum of 2 sides should be greater than the third side. That is the condition for a triangle.
So here the answer will be 60 degrees.
That's a trap.
Between 2.
So tell me one thing, 3, 3, 3, how will they form a triangle? What kind of triangle will it form?
Equilateral triangle.
Equilateral triangle.
Equilateral triangle. So what is the angle between them?
120 degrees.
Remember, you have to join them tail to tail. These angles are 60, but that is not the angle between the vectors. Angle between the vectors is defined when you join them tail to tail. So angle between the vectors is 120. I hope that was clear. So the 3 triangles will form the 3 sides will form an equilateral triangle, but the angle between them is 120 when you join them tail to tail. So what is the minimum force of this? So A plus B plus C, minimum value is 0. They can cancel out. What is the maximum?
You have to add the magnitudes.
9. No, just add all in the same direction. If all are in the same direction, you get maximum.
Yes.
Is this clear, everyone, what I'm asking you to do? All got the example? How did I solve that? Now, can you try the remaining 4? This is better. Get these remaining 5. So you have to tell me 3, 4, 5. Can it form a triangle? Yes. Then what is the angle between them? What is the minimum? What is the maximum? This is the story for everyone. $90, max is 12, right? Yes. Others, you should type your answers in the chat box. Huh? If you got something, you should type. It's okay if you get it wrong. Don't worry about that. It's important that
Send it to
you
the
are trying.
host, to the co-host.
Co-host.
Oh.
There, I typed there. Say. Host is the pad I'm writing. Host is the pad I'm writing. I can't see there.
I was sending to that all the time.
Okay. Send it to the co-host. Answers, everyone. Maika answers. Maulika. Ritu answers. 3, 4, 5. Can it form a triangle? Yes or no? Axis 4, okay. Six. So for 3, 4, 5, so what kind of triangle will this form? 3, 4, and 5. Yes, it can form a triangle. The sum of two sides is greater than this. And what is this angle here? Just now we did this thing. 53, 37. So this will be 3, this will be 4, and this will be 5. 90, 127, and 127 and 143. So minimum is 0. Maximum will be 5 plus 4 plus 3, 12. Is that fine, everyone? So yes, you can get a 0. What is the C? 1, 1, 2. How will you do this?
The right type
It's
the
in
answer.
one direction and the greater forces in an opposite direction.
Now you have to be careful here. Huh? Even though we are using maths, we are not exactly a maths class. So in physics, now 1, 1, 2, actually, you know, can't you do like this? 2 this way, 1 this way, and 1 this way? You get a 0, right? So in physics, now we call this a triangle with a 0 height. The triangle is almost like this. Are you getting it? It's a triangle with 0 height. I know it's not a triangle. Mathematically speaking, it's not a triangle. So this is also a case in physics. It works. Even there is not a triangle, you can always cancel out. What is the angle between them?
It is 180, 180, and 0.
Between 1 and 1, it is 0. So I can just draw like this. 2 this way, 1 this way, and 1 this way. So between the ones, angle is 0. Between 1 and 2, angle is 180. So minimum is 0, maximum is 4. I hope that was clear. Please check any doubts on B and C. What is the D question? 6, 6, 7. Try, I'll give you a minute. D is 6, 6, 7.
In this, the angle is coming, angle between 6 and 6 is coming to be in an inverse cos.
That is okay. That is okay. Can you find how much is that? Can you find how much is that? Can you find how much is that angle?
That angle is cos inverse of minus 49/72 between 6 and 6 vector to get 7.
Okay, chalega. We'll see. Swastika, you got C is what? D is 135, 135, 90. It's not a right angle triangle, right, Swastika? Did you do F? Yeah? No, it's not F also. D is 6, 6, 7. It's not a right angle triangle. Everyone, what is 6, 6, 7? It's an isosceles triangle, right? Can it form a triangle? Yes or no? 6 plus 6 is 12, greater than 7. Yes, it can form a triangle. So 7, 6, and 6. If this angle is theta, how to find this theta? Anyone can give an idea?
R square is equal to, if I take 6 as 2 vectors and we add them, then there's a resultant, 7 vector. we take the formula that r
No. There is a better way to do this.
We draw a line.
There are two ways you can do this
We
actually.
draw a perpendicular line in the middle.
You can drop a perpendicular. That will make your life easy. If you drop a perpendicular, right? So this will be how much here? So this will become 3.5, no? So cos theta will be 3.5 by 6 or 7 by 12. Easy?
So otherwise, you can do the analytical method also, not that formula.
Or you could have done this also. Remember this cosine rule? Luckily here it is an isosceles triangle, so it is fine. If it's not an isosceles triangle, scalene triangle, you have to use cosine rule. Keep this in mind. If let's say, imagine, luckily I gave you good numbers here. 6, 6, 7 is still a good number. Imagine if I had given you 5, 6, 7, what will you do? You can't drop a perpendicular. Then you have to use cosine rule. So yeah, you can just leave it here. The minimum is 0 possible. Maximum will be 6 plus 6, 12 plus 7, 19. That is theta. This is also theta. Please check. Any doubts on this D part, ask me. Did everyone got how I got the angles? In an isosceles triangle, if you drop a perpendicular, it will be also a perpendicular bisector. So then it becomes a right angle triangle there, and I can finish off with cos theta. Check.
I can answer the previous page with the questions.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
What is next one? 3, 3, 8 and 1 root 3, 2. Let's do them. What is 3, 3, 8?
Angle is not possible. It is
It's not
0.
possible. Not possible to form a triangle. Na? The sum of two sides, 3 plus 3, is not greater than 8. You can't form a triangle. When I said this thing, someone said last time, sir, why can't I make it like this? 3, 3, and there it formed a triangle. Na? But did you come back to the same position? You're getting it. When I say form a triangle, all the heads and tails should be joined together. You can't extend like this. So we can't get a 0 vector here. So what is the minimum value here?
So 2.
We can't get 0 resultant. Now remember, whenever we want to find minimum, right? Yeah, 2 is the answer. This is the logic you can remember. Always take the strongest guy in one direction and the other 2 in the other direction. You're getting, whenever you want to find the minimum, take the strongest guy in one direction and the other 2 in the other direction. So this will be a minimum. You can't get an answer less than 2. For maximum, all in the same direction. How much is this? 14. Clear? So E will not form a 0 resultant no matter what you do. What is the last one? 1 root 3 and 2.
This will form a right angle triangle.
Get the angles. One root 3 and 2. Can it form a 0 resultant? What is the angle between them? Everyone should try, get an answers. क्या हो गया Aditya today? No answers. Vastika, Yasha, answers. Monica 90. Okay. What about the other angles? 127. 127 नहीं आएगा रे. 127 is for 3, 4, 5 triangle ना. ये 1 root 3 and 2 है. How did you get 127? There is 180 minus tan 2.
It is inverse of tan.
45 कैसा है रे निरंजन?
This tan inverse.
Tan नहीं है रे. See ना. You guys are drawing a wrong triangle. How will you get 1 root 3 and 2 का triangle? 1 root 3 and 2, right? So 1 root 3 and this is 2, right? 2 is the hypotenuse. Isn't it? 1 root 3, 1 square plus root 3 square is 2. This is the hypotenuse. So what is this angle here? 60. What is this angle here? 30. But that is not the angles. Be careful. So this is 1. This is root 3 and this is 2. So the angle between the vectors are 90, 120 and 150. Check. That's how you get it. Angles are not 60, 30, 90. Right, Vidyut. You got it right. I hope you're getting it. हाँ स्वस्तिका बोलो ना.
So can you repeat again about that angle? How did you get that 60, 30?
Tan 60 is opposite side by adjacent side. So tan theta is root 3, na? Which is 60 degrees, right?
Yes. Okay, yes, I got it.
Sure, na? And tan 30 will be 1 by root 3, na? So that is 30.
Yes, sir, now I got it.
Got it? Anyone, if you didn't get anything, please ask. Don't hesitate. Even if it looks silly for you, don't hesitate.
So over here, max will be 3 plus root 3, right?
Which one? हाँ, यहाँ पे f max will be 2 plus 1 plus root 3. Yes. Maximum, you just always add it up. I hope everyone is getting how to get the angles. This will be a simple question, and I have seen people messing it up. Huh? In the hurry, na, they will write the answer 60, 30, 90. And you get a -1. You lost 5 marks like that. Just be careful with this. All clear with this? Easy? Next thing. Can I go ahead? Polygon law of vectors. So what polygon law of vectors says is, just like a triangle law, if n vectors are joined head to tail, the resultant is from the remaining tail to the remaining head. Same thing. Only thing, there are 2 sides here, there are n sides here. So if you have vectors like a bar, 0 to a to b, b to c, c to d, and d to e like this. So the resultant of all these vectors is as good as going from O to E directly. So OA bar plus AB bar plus BC bar plus CD bar plus DE bar. If you add all this, this is as good as OE bar. Easy? Check. So this is an extension of triangle law. Idea is the same. Always see in terms of displacement. That makes more sense. Palaksh, I can't see you, right? Make sure I can see your faces, everyone. Do keep your cams that way. Vidyut. Yeah. All clear with this? Any doubts on this concept? So let's see a question how they can frame on this. You can write down the main points. Anyway, I'll be sending the PDF after the class, but if there's anything you want to write it down, you can put it down. So we have a regular hexagon. Okay, with this, I got your point. The regular hexagon, we have A, B, C, D, E, F. What is the meaning of regular hexagon? All sides are equal. Okay. So if you have a vectors like this, AB bar plus AC bar plus AD bar plus AE bar plus AF bar is equal to n times AO bar. Find n. Look at the vectors how it is. AB, AC, AD, AE, AF. If I add all of them, I'm getting n times this vector A to O. What is the n ka value? Mike knows the answer. Others try. Okay, Rehan, Venkatesh, yeah, it's a standard question. Others give it a try. Hope you did it rather than you remember the answer. Others, give it a try. I'll give you a minute or two. Decent question. It's a standard one. Seven. Not have, answer is 6. 7 you won't get. Answer is 6. Everyone should try. How do we do that?
Yeah, so sorry, sir. I was sick. I remember the octagon wala. So by mistake, I wrote that.
How do you approach this? See, when you go from A to C, can I write like this? We are going from A to C. AC is nothing but AB plus AC. Agreed? You want to go from A to C, you're going from A to B and B to C. Now, that is only AC, right? Similarly, what is A to E? AD plus DE. Everyone agrees? Right, Yasha? That means I can write this thing as AB bar plus AB bar plus AC bar plus AD bar plus AD bar plus DE bar plus AF bar. Now look at this here. This AB bar and this DE bar are in the opposite. AB bar and DE bar are opposite, means they'll cancel out. They're of same magnitude and opposite in direction. So AB, AB, DE. There is, I need to write AF also, right?
It's supposed to be AB plus BC, right?
Which one? AC? Yeah,
AB
my
plus
mistake.
BC, right?
AB plus BC. You're right, you're right. My mistake. And AF is AD plus DE plus EF. So this will be plus AD bar plus DE bar plus EF bar. So there are two DEs, they'll cancel out. Everyone agrees with this? BC, if you look at this, this is a green one. This is a green one. These two are opposite. So similarly, BC bar and EF bar are opposite. So one BC, one EF, they'll cancel off. So what you're left is 3 times AD bar. I hope everyone is clear with that. So now from A to D, if you draw a line, this and this are equal, right? OA is equal to AD. Therefore, AD bar will be 2 times AO bar. So this will be 6 times AO bar. Therefore, N is equal to 6. Easy. Check it out how you did this. So the main thing in the question, you have to just divide them. Like I said, right? Last time we did, remember all that equilibrium problems. The rest of the chapter is not as interesting as that. All this is just theoretical and little dry. The last time equilibrium problems, all those things we did, they were the actual ones. Any doubts on this? Please ask me.
Sir, we can also do by individual Pythagoras theorem by taking taking perpendicular to each side.
Yeah. Means you are saying you'll drop resultants and solve, no?
No, not like that. Like from A to E and then B to D. We yeah, and
A
then
to
we
E
take
and
B to D.
A to E and B to D. Okay.
B to D. And then we do it by individual Pythagoras theorem, like AE plus
This you're
AC
saying,
plus
na?
AD.
Yeah. You're saying like this and this, right?
Yeah.
There are multiple ways of doing it. Meaning I just showed you one way, nothing much.
Yeah.
You can do multiple ways. All easy with this? Polygon law, frankly speaking, there's not much
So
than
for
this.
octagon, it will be 8, right?
How is OA is equal to AD? Yeah, octagon will be 8. Monica, see na, for a regular hexagon, what will happen? The sides are equal, no? The center will divide in the equally, right? I think we wrote it somewhere there for hexagon, if you remember. Okay, even if you don't know, just remember that. Hexagon is quite an important shape, huh? Comes a lot. If you see an hexagon, right, it is actually made of 6 equilateral triangles. Clear, na, Monica?
Yes.
So it is actually 6 equilateral triangles. So 60, 60, 60, 60, 60, 60. It has 6 equilateral triangles. Next one. Parallelogram law of vectors. So what this thing says, consider 2 vectors A bar and B bar at an angle theta. So if you see, right, this is just like resolution of vectors axis. So if you have 2 vectors A bar and B bar, what we can do, you can extend this thing, draw a line parallel to itself, draw a line parallel to itself. So what you get is an A bar, B bar. This is also B bar, and this is also A bar. The resultant vector from A bar to B bar. This is your resultant. And let this angle be alpha. So from this point here, let's call it O, A, and C. Drop a perpendicular. This whole angle is theta, so this angle is also theta. So from this triangle, if you see, this length is B here. So this length will be B cos theta, the adjacent side. This height will be B sin theta, the opposite side. So if you look at the triangle OCD, it's a right angle triangle. We get OC square will be OD square plus CD square. OD will be nothing but A plus B cos theta whole square. CD will be nothing but B sin theta square. Expand this. We end up with OC is equal to root over A square plus B square sin square theta plus 2 B square cos square theta plus 2ab. I'll do it in the next page better. We get O square will be a square plus 2ab cos theta plus b square cos square theta plus b square sin square theta. So we get OC will be root over cos square plus sin square becomes 1. A square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. And also, if you look at this triangle here, this angle was alpha. This opposite side is b sin theta, and the adjacent side is a plus b cos theta. So the resultant vector will be root over a square plus b square plus c 2ab cos theta. And the angle tan alpha is given by b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. This is just like, vector resolution, right? There is nothing big deal about parallelogram law. It's actually kind of boring if you ask me. Have a look at this. Meaning, if you give me in the exam a question like this, what will I do? See, think about it. If you say this is A, and if you say this is B, and this is theta, what do? I will write B as B sin theta. I'll write this as B cos theta, and this is also A, na? So this is what? A plus B cos theta I cap plus B sin theta J cap, isn't it? And I'll just square them and add them. So you are doing the same thing. Only thing we call it a parallelogram law. There's nothing big deal about it. You can just note down this formula. So where do we use parallelogram law actually? So the importance is that you need to understand when to use. This is useful to find angle between two vectors when the magnitudes are given. In a way, if you see, this is a kind of cosine rule actually. Check.
So then that formula for tan alpha is there to find out the coordinates of R over.
That is to find the angle made by the R with the horizontal.
But then we can use it to find the coordinates of R also, right?
Yeah, you can find the coordinates of R also. No? R cos theta, R cos alpha, R sin alpha. So here alpha is the angle made by the resultant with the A bar. All clear with this? Ritu, clear, no?
So,
Haan, beta.
so if it's a difference, it will be like A minus B cos theta.
A
right?
minus B cos theta, yeah. Clear, na? Maulika, Venkatesh, Rehan, Palaksh, Niranjan,
Yes,
clear,
sir.
na?
Yes, sir.
Chal. I know it's an easy one. Meaning compared to last thing what we read, these are fine. But then again, concepts, so we should have. 19 Let's see questions on this. Let's say we have three vectors. Mod A bar is 3, mod B bar is 4, and mod C bar is 6. And it is given A plus B bar is C bar. So the A plus B is giving you the resultant C. Find angle between A bar and B bar. Mostly we'll wrap up the chapters vector next class. We have only this dot product and the cross product. They're not much. Next class, and maybe it might spill over a bit. After that, we'll start off with calculus. That is the main thing actually. That will be fun again. And there we'll combine calculus and vectors together. Like I said, every chapter that we do, the previous chapters will come. Like if you see when we did vectors, a lot of trigonometry came. What is the answer? Someone got cos inverse 11 by 24. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So here the resultant will be C is equal to root over.
Yes, sir.
So A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Directly formula dump it. There's nothing there. This guy will be 6. Root over 3 square is 9. 16. 2 into 3 into 4. 24 cos theta. Square it on both sides. That will be 36 minus 9. 27 minus 16. 21. 11. 11 by 24 is cos theta. No, so theta will be cos inverse 11 by 24. Easy. Direct formula substitution. Next one. Any doubts on this? Next one. Suppose if mod A bar is 2 times mod B bar, which is 3 times mod C bar, they won't give you the magnitudes. And A plus B bar is equal to C bar. Now find angle between A bar and B bar. So there is not necessary every time they'll give you the angles. I can give you the ratios of sides also. Get this one. Try. Just give it a try. Let's know what can come. Any answers? Someone got 0. Okay.
Sir, in this, can we convert everything to C vector?
You can convert everything into anything, doesn't matter. Ratio is given, right? So idea would be like, A, B, C, 3 vectors are there, right? Get all of them in one variable. Either get them in terms of A or B or C, get into one variable. That will be easy. Vidyut, you got 0. No, Red, 0 is not the answer. Yasha, you got something. You guys are getting something. That is a problem. You're not realizing there is some catch with this question. See, C square is A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. Fair enough. So let's write like this. So let's keep everything in terms of A. So what is C? A by 3 whole square. What is A? A square only. What is B? A by 2 whole square. Ha, Adrit, you got it and it is wrong. This is A by 2 cos theta. Expand this. A square by 9. You'll understand the meaning of that word. You got it, but it is wrong. A square by 4 plus A square cos theta. A square cancels off everywhere. You have 1 by 9 is 5 by 4 plus cos theta. So cos theta will be 1 by 9 minus 5 by 4. which is 4 minus 45 by 36, which is minus 41 by 36. I hope most of you got this,
Yes.
right? And this is wrong. Why? Cos theta can't be greater than 1, right? Cos theta ka value lies between 1 and minus 1. Na? This is greater than minus 1. Maulika,
This
look
is
at
not
this.
possible.
Which part you didn't understand? Maulika, this is clear what I did. See now, what is C? A by 3, na?
Yes.
I just shifted the that side. And what is B? A by 2, right?
Yes.
Understood? So I just substituted that and I simplified and I got cos theta is 41 by 36. Till here it is clear?
Yes.
Now I'm saying this is not possible. Why? What is the cos theta ka minimum value? Since cos theta ka value lies between 1 to minus 1, and here how much you got? Here we got cos theta is minus 41 by 36. This is less than minus 1. This is not possible. What is the meaning of this? This implies A bar, B bar, C bar, such vectors don't exist. You can't get three vectors which will satisfy this condition. A is equal to 2B is equal to 3C. Answer will be none of this if there is a question option though. So exam they'll give one option called none of this, and this option will be there, cos theta minus 41 by 36, and most of will mark it because we got it. But you need to understand the physical interpretation of it. So Max is trying to tell you what you're asking is impossible. So this is a Max way of telling you, boss, whatever you did was wrong. You're getting it? So when you ask for an impossible event, Max generally gives you imaginary numbers or gives you some invalid answers like this. I hope all are clear with this. Any doubts on this? All clear? Let's see one more. Vidyut got it, no? Aditya got this?
Yes, sir.
Ritu, clear, no? Mehan? Maulika? Venkatesh, clear? Great. Let's say mod A is equal to 4. Let's say 2. Mod B is equal to 3. And mod C is equal to 4. And A bar plus B bar is C bar. Find angle between C bar and B bar. Find the angle between C bar and B bar. See in parallelogram, right? Actually, there's nothing there other than one formula and getting the angles. These are all variations of it. Cos inverse 7 by 8. Cos theta 1 by 4. Cos inverse 21 by 24. Okay, I got so many different answers.
Yes, sir. 21 by 20.
So first thing, if this is A bar, this is B bar, this is C bar, you have to be careful here. We have two angles here. This angle is alpha, this angle is beta. I'm asking you to find beta here. What I gave you in this formula, right, is alpha. Don't forget it. This is angle between A bar and this thing. So first you need to find theta here. C square is A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. That will be 4 square 16. A will be 2, 4. This will be 9 plus 2 into 3 into cos theta. So this thing turns out to be 12 minus 9, 3. So cos theta will be 1 by, let's calculate, 12 minus 9, so 3. 2 into 2 into 3 by cos theta. So cos theta is 1 by 4. Yes. This is cos theta. I didn't ask you this. What did I ask you? I asked you beta. How will you find beta? Tan alpha, if you remember, the formula was B sin theta by A plus B cos theta. So you just have to interchange A and B. Tan beta will be A sin theta by B plus A cos theta. Basically, A becomes B and B becomes A. Hope you're getting the difference. I didn't ask you theta. Theta will be this angle. Theta is the angle between both of them. I didn't ask you that. I want beta, angle between C bar and B bar. So once I got cos theta 1 by 4, sin theta will be root over 1 minus cos square theta. That will be root 15 by 4. 1 minus 1 by 4, no, 1 by 16. Substitute here. So A ka value is 2, sin theta is root 15 by 4. B ka value is 3 and A ka value is 2 and cos theta is 1 by 4. This will be root 15 by 2 into 3 plus half. So we get tan beta will be root 15 by 7. Check. Anyone got this? Did you guys all find theta? Yeah? Did you find this and you thought that was alpha, beta or alpha?
Sir, I got it in terms of cos inverse.
How much you got cos theta?
21 by 24.
So you can just do that now. Cos theta is 21 by 24. Then you can use this right angle triangle and do now. How much will this be? 24 square minus 21 square ka root. So tan is this by this. Is this matching with this? Check. Or actually, I can check this out. See, this is 15 root and this is 7. Now, how much is
Sir,
this?
but instead vector equals C vector minus B vector.
Come again?
A vector equals a C vector minus B vector. And
You
then
can do.
A square plus C square minus 2AB cos theta under root.
You can do that.
Yeah.
That is also good. So what Mehan is suggesting is, instead of doing this, you can write A bar plus B bar is C bar. He's saying, let's make it a C bar minus B bar is A bar. This can be written as C bar plus minus B bar is A bar. So this thing looks like A plus B is C, no? So C square plus minus B ka whole square plus 2 into C into minus B into, now this is the angle between the vectors, which is cos beta is equal to A square. Is this making sense, everyone? Where beta is the angle between, this way you won't need to go through the tan and all that thing. C bar and B bar. So let's see whether we're getting the same thing. So what is C here? 4, that is 16. B is 3, 9 plus 2, 4 minus 3 cos beta, and this is 4 here. This is 25. So cos beta will be minus 21 by 4 to 24. 7 by 8. So this is 7 and this is 8. How much is this? Root 64 minus 49.
Root
15.
15.
Na?
Yeah.
Same answer, right? Tan beta 15 by 17 or this thing. Either one works. Is this clear, everyone? This is a better one, faster. Check. We can use whichever it is, but the second one is more convenient. There is no need to convert 2 times. This is lengthy.
So can we use cosine rule to find theta and then substitute it for alpha or beta?
कर सकते हो. That is another way to do. Basically, form a triangle, ना ऐसा. You can do that. That also works. Basically, actually, ये वही था. This is only cosine rule actually. But you're right, Maika. You could have done that. You could have gone through complete trigonometry.
Yes.
Please check. Everyone got the answer? There. So one last thing here, we have something called Lami's theorem. We'll not prove it. It is not important. Because in physics, normally whenever we get problems, we always resolve the vectors and solve. The Lami's theorem is a little lame actually. But let's put it up. If 3 forces acting at a point are in equilibrium, then, so let's say we have a force F1, F2, let's say F3. Let this angle be alpha, this angle be beta, and this angle be gamma. So the force by the opposite of the sine angle, F2 by sine beta, we will rarely see, physics we will never use this, sine gamma. So this is actually, if we see, similar to sine rule. This is called Lami's theorem. Clear? So with that, we are done with the parallelogram laws. Like I said, it is not much. So after this, what you're left out with is the scalar dot product and the vector cross product. So that we will see in the next class. Now we will discuss the assignment sheet, which I gave you last class. How many sheets did I give you? I gave you 2 sheets, right? One is the equilibrium and one is this. Okay. I hope everyone tried the sheet. So first thing is the equilibrium sheet. Let's see this thing. Did everyone got the answers? Did everyone get this thing? N1, N2. Ritu, you can, I'll send you the sheets again. You can give them a try and you can ask me in the next class.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you can leave them. Anyone who didn't try both the sheets? Michael, you didn't try. Why? You should have tried now. You should have done these things. Why are you guys not trying? When you get sheets, you should try. You'll try and ask me next class? Try them. I'll post them in the group again if you have an issue. I'll send you a new sheet today also. That is a problem. Work will keep piling up. Do it. Okay. Anyone, what is the answer here?
Sir, I'm getting N2 as 10G and N1 as 10 root 3G.
Okay, let's see. So how to do this thing? Last time I taught you, right? Extend the vectors. So this angle will be 60. Extend the vector. What will be this angle here? 30, right?
30.
So now if you resolve the forces, this will be N1 cos 60. This will be N1 sin 60. This is N2, no? This will be N2 cos 30 and this will be N2 sin 30. So on this sphere here, if you look at the forces here, You have N2 cos 30. You have N2 sin 30. You have N1 cos 60. You have N1 sin 60. And you have the weight mg, which is 100 in this case. I hope everyone is getting this. So result equate them, no? N1 cos 60 is N2 cos 30. That would be N1 is N2 root 3. And N1 sin 60 is N2 sin 30 plus 100. What did you get the answers? How much is N1 N2 anyone?
Sir, N2 is 10G and N1 is 10 root 3G.
Do check your answers. Everyone got this?
Sir, I said 10G and 10 root 3G.
G is 10. Re.
Oh, sorry.
Anyone who didn't get the equations, please check, okay? I'll be sending this PDF also, you can verify. But this is how you do this thing. Last time I showed you how to get the vectors there. Got this one? This is similar to the one problem we did in the class. How to do here? First you need to get the angles. So if I just take this one side here now, last time we did this thing. This angle is alpha. This will be a by 2. This will be a by root 2. So tan alpha will be 1 by root 2. If you drop from there to the center, this is a by 2. This is a by 2. This is 45, no? Yes. So now if you try to see the forces here, you will get T2 cos 45. You'll get a Y shape like this. You'll get T2 sin 45. This will be T1 cos alpha, T1 cos alpha, and we get here 2 times T1 sin alpha because there are 2 of them. And you have the weight mg here. Please check. This is how you get the FPD there. And on top of it, this will be 45 and this will be 45. That we did in the last class. So in the horizontal direction, you will get 2 times T1 cos alpha ka cos 45 will balance T2 ka cos 45. And in the vertical direction, 2 T1 sin alpha plus T2 sin 45 will balance mg. 2 equations, 2 unknowns. If you solve, you'll get the answer. Any doubts on the equations, please ask.
So can you explain the diagram you drew again? I did not get it.
Just a square, right?
Okay.
Just a cube, no? There. Which part you didn't understand?
No,
The red line?
the part below it, like the resolution.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Yes, I know. Got it? The T cos alpha, cos 45 are in a plane. The T2 sin 45 are pointing out of the paper. It's like this, Rabina. If you look at my video screen, right? This is the 2T1 sin alpha and T2 sin 45. These are pointing up. And the remaining 3 vectors are like this, na, Y shape. Are you able to visualize that?
Yes.
All clear with the diagram? Did anyone get the answers for this? Aditya? Yasha? Got the thing? How much you got?
Sir, T2 is mg by root 2 and T1 is root 3 mg by 4.
Mg by root 2 and T1 is?
Root 3 mg by 4.
Okay. Yasha got the same answers? Others, you can verify the answers. But these are the equations. From there, you can check it out.
Sir, I got for T1 as 3mg upon 2 into 1 plus 2 root 3 and T2 as 2 root 6 upon 1 plus 2 root 3.
Wow. But just can you verify these equations? Verify your equation. If you got the equations right, answers will be right. So I will leave it to you guys. So check it out. Arjun, Abhinav, clear na? Niranjan,
Now it's
Rehan, clear? Then what about this guy? This is interesting. Kya tha ye question? Remember? This was this question, right? The cuboid one. Remember I taught you last class? This question. So here, what did I do? I took all of them as equal magnitudes, right? So what will change in this question? See, this will be 2, this will be 3, this will be 4, no? Isn't it? 3 vectors of 2, 3, 4, making an angle of, making all angles 60 degrees with each other. So the vectors will be same, but the vector ka magnitudes will be A will be 2, B will be 3, and C will be 4. Is that making sense? How do I do this? No, I couldn't do that, but you can. I hope you can see that thing. You'll be able to try from there. Understood the logic of what I did? In this question, I gave all 3 vectors of same magnitude. A bar, B bar, C bar of magnitude F. Same question I gave you here. I'm just making them 2, 3, 4. So you just have to make this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. And then simplify, you'll get the answer. Is that clear, everyone? So I will leave that to you to work. Check it out. That's a good one. Like I said, this is a proper question. What is this? Did you get all answers are right? Did you get this? How to do? See, here the idea is this. This is mg, this is mg. Everyone agreed? Now look at T1 here. T1, if you look at this, the vertical component is T1 cos theta. So that will be theta, so this is theta. T1 cos theta, and this is T1 sin theta. Agreed? Now tell me one thing, forget about all these things here. If I just look at it like this T1 cos theta is balancing whom? It is balancing this guy and this guy, na? So T1 cos theta is balancing 2mg. Agreed? If you just look at this guy, T1 sin theta is balancing whom? F, right? Which is mg. Did you get the logic? Square them and add them. T1 will be root 5 mg. Divide them, you'll get tan theta 2. Half. Logic समझ में आ रहा है? Instead of solving for each string, you could have taken this entire box as one big block of mass 2 mg. Does that make sense? The question became like this actually. You have one big blocks of 2 mg, and this is F is equal to mg, and this is one tension T. Is that fine, everyone? There. ये आ गया ना? Easy. इसमें क्या करना था actually? Just need to find the angles. What is this angle here? So if you take the angles here, if you take this angle is theta, that will be 3r by 4, and this is r. So cos theta will be 3 by 4. If you take this angle here, let's call it phi. Cos phi will be 1 by 4. Then you'll get the components, right? So sphere mein components will be n2 cos theta, n2 sin theta, n1 cos phi, n1 sin phi, and the weight is acting downward. Balance them, you'll get the answers. I hope that was clear. Any doubts on this equilibrium sheet, please ask me. In case you have not gotten it, do make sure to check it out again, the 5 FBDs.
Sir, can you explain this sum again?
First of all, angles nikalna padega na, Abhinav. Did you get the angles?
Yes, sir.
Then हो गया ना, सिर्फ components लेना अभी, n का vertical component, horizontal component, vertical component. We have done a similar model last class.
Yes.
But
sir.
last class में I gave you the angles. Here you have to find the angles.
Okay.
All clear?
Yes. sir.
Next one, the vectors ka sheet, right? Any doubts in that? If you have no doubts, you're free to leave.
I've got doubt in 19 and 21.
Let me just open that. So you just have to do the questions which are marked. The other ones you can do it later. I'll tell
Can
you.
you
Which
show
one?
the first one also?
First one में क्या हुआ? Particle moves in अरे 60 degrees ना. See, he goes like this. He makes 60. He makes 60. He's forming an hexagon ना.
Okay.
And then again he came back. वो hexagon था रे.
So I couldn't imagine the diagram.
Then which one? 19.
Yes, sir.
A
19.
particular mass 5 kg movement is active teacher accurate to F2, F1 is 70, F2 are unknown, one action in the direction shown. Okay. This thing now, school we studied, right? F1 bar plus F2 bar is mass into acceleration. Do you know this thing? Net force is mass into acceleration, right? Agreed? Who asked that?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Adrit.
sir.
हाँ, clear ना Adrit? So F1 कितना था? F1 was 70J.
Sir, can you show the question again? That it is not there.
Which one? 19. You only asked the 19th question.
Yes, sir.
That
one, the B part.
What is the velocity vector?
Yes, sir.
That no, leave it for now. I'll teach you in vectors. Actually, we have to use V bar is equal to U bar plus A bar into T. ये equation याद है? V is equal to U plus AT. That we have to write in vector form. I'll teach you this in kinematics. For now, you can ignore it. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have given that. But ठीक है. But this is the formula you have to use. Then
I got the N21.
Then 21. Easy, na? 21 में क्या हुआ? He's saying when you added 6 and 4, you got R, right? So what are the 6 components? 6 cos theta, 6 sin theta. This will be 4 cos 30, and this is 4 sin 30. So 6 sin theta and 4 sin 30 are balancing, right? They cancel out. So यहाँ से sin theta आ जाएगा. How much is that? 1 by 3. And what is R? R is 6 cos theta plus 4 cos 30, right? Just substitute there and finish it off. What else in the sheet? Swastika, any doubts in the sheet?
Sir, can you show the 10th one?
10th one. Rehan, you're saying something? 10th one.
Yes, sir. 10th one.
Arjun, what is yours?
The 6th one. But I
Sixth
got
one,
the
na?
answer, but there should be 2 answers now for that question.
Okay, देखते हैं. Rehan, 10th one. देखो ना,
Yes,
Rehan,
sir.
इसमें क्या था? If you rotate a
Even
vector,
I
what
have
will
a
happen?
doubt in the 6th one. There should be 2.
Okay. Patience. One at a time. Patience. Rehan, 10th one, see na. If you rotate a vector, what happens? Magnitude does not change, right? So
Yes.
magnitude of I plus xj plus 3k, right? 2 times of this should be magnitude of this vector, na? 4i, 4x minus 2j plus 2. That's it, na? So basically, the new vector ka resultant should be 2 times of the old vector. आ जाएगा then. Sure?
Yes, sir.
6th one, हाँ बोलो अभी 6th one का क्या हुआ? You're saying there'll be 2 answers.
Yeah.
If the resultant of 3 forces pi, 5i, 4i, 0. Okay. So if you add that, what do you end up with? P minus 5 plus 6 ka square. And this will be 3, 1, that is 4.
So the answer should be -4 and +2.
Minus 1 plus 2, and this is 0. Is 0 here. So P minus 5 plus 6 is 4. Yeah, I must have the calculation. So what are you getting the answers is now?
Now, how did you get right hand side by 0?
Oh, sorry, you said okay. Sorry, that should be 5 na? 25. Yeah,
Five
that is
square.
a mistake. 5 square, na? 25, na?
Correct. So you'll get p plus 1 the whole square equal to 9.
प्लस और माइनस 3 आएगा ना, ये बोल रहे हैं ना प्लस और माइनस 3 लेना चाहिए. You are right. You'll get two answers.
Correct.
You'll get two answers. What are you
No,
getting?
sir, you'll have to subtract one also.
So वही है ना. So what do you get here? -4 and +2, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Both are right.
-1 + 2.
You are right, Rabina. Both are right. B and C both are right.
So because
I think
of
that
the
was-
single correct answer, that's why I.
No, if you see in the question, na, it was written more than one करके. वो miss हो गया question से आ गया. Both are right. Others, anything else in the sheet? If you're done, you're free to leave. Any other doubts, you can stay back and ask.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Bye, Ray. Take care.
But one more.
Which one?
15th.
Which one?
15th.
15. Okay. Bolo, what happened?
The answer was giving some yes and no, but I don't
Yeah.
know. The question was something else.
Fine. No. What do you think is the answer?
1 second, let me just see.
You want to get the biggest vector, right?
So
if
it'll
you
be
see
A
that,
plus B, na?
no. It should be A minus C, na?
A minus B.
A is big, C is also big, but both are opposite. So just reverse C or reverse A, one of them.
Yeah.
So it will be A minus C or C minus A, both are right.
Correct.
And second one, it will be A minus C plus B.
Okay.
That would be the answer.
Sir, can it be A plus C minus B?
See, अभी A plus C में problem क्या है ना? That will give you minimum. Okay. That's minimum, na? Yeah. Minimum is A plus C minus B, right? Maximum is A minus C plus B. Minimum is A plus C minus
Okay,
B or plus B. Both are right. A plus C plus or minus B. What else?
So I had a doubt in the paste module. Can I send a picture of it?
Send it always before the class. Right? Always next time, send it before the class. Arjun, anything more? None? Maika, got something?
Sir, I have few doubts in few of the chapters.
Chapters only. You have to send me the doubts before. Matlab, what chapters exactly? Theoretical doubts?
No, some.
You have to send me, na? Send it.
Should I read out or should I send?
You have to send it.
Okay.
Arjun?
No, I don't have any more doubts. So
Okay, fine. Always send it before the class so that I can plan for it, no? भेज दिया अभी ना?
Yes, sir.
क्या था ये? 3 particles moving along the vectors start particle and start to in different direction moving normal to the plane, which contains A bar and B bar. Similarly, particle is moving along the normal to the plane, which contains the vector A bar and C bar. Now the vectors P and Q is causing access. Okay. So he's saying, if you read the question there, particle is moving normal to the plane which contains vector A bar and B bar, na? So he's simply asking A cross B, isn't it? A cross B is a vector perpendicular to both A and cross B bar.
Yes, sir.
And he's saying Q is moving along A cross C, na? So Q is moving along what direction? A cross C, na?
Yes.
And अभी पूछ रहा था इन दोनों के बीच में एंगल क्या होगा? What will you do for that? Dot product, na? P bar dot Q bar mod P mod Q cos theta. He's asking this theta.
Okay.
तो A cross B करेंगे तो P bar आएगा, A cross C करेंगे Q आएगा, then ये दोनों वेक्टर का डॉट प्रोडक्ट करके cos theta निकालना.
So then how do we find the value of x?
दिया ना A cross B and everything. Find out from there. Solve. दिया ना A bar B bar C bar दिया ना दिया. You can calculate the vectors, right?
Okay.
Calculate and solve and substitute. You know how to do dot product, right?
Yes, sir.
Anyway, next class we'll be doing it, but देख लो.
So I'll do the sum at home, and if I get stuck in
भेजो ना Thursday we can discuss.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, Ray.
Sir, I sent you in WhatsApp.
बोलो ना 9th one क्या हो गया? Find the diameter of the moon, blah blah blah. Spherical concave.
Ray optic one.
क्या हो गया इसमें? इसमें basically 1 by V plus 1 by U is 1 by F ना?
Yeah.
And basically आपका U है ना ये -3.8 into 10 power 4.
Yes, sir.
Actually, you can do like this. Since it is very far, you can assume it will form at the focal length, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, since it is very far, it will form at the focal length. तो मैग्निफिकेशन कितना होगा? माइनस u by v ना?
Yes, sir.
u तो दिया ना 3.8 into 10
Sir,
power 5.
minus b by u, right?
सॉरी v by u.
Yeah.
तो v कितना था फोकल लेंथ?
7.6 meters.
ये है ना फोकल लेंथ था v. और v के u कितना होगा? 3.8 into 10 power 5 ना?
Yes, sir.
This is the magnification, height of the image by height of the object. आ गया ना height of the image. Object का height कितना था? 3450.
Okay. I did a
Are you
very
sure?
long process and I didn't find it.
Basically it is very far ना, तो assume कर सकते हो
Yeah.
focal length पे.
Yes, sir.
Then
And then wave optics, the 11th and 12th question, the second image.
11th का क्या होगा? 2 sin omega t. Basically this thing ना, whenever superimpose, find the number of nodes in the region. X is equal to. Okay. So basically अगर इन दोनों को ऐड करेंगे, where will the node form? X is equal to 0, what do you get? Check it there. If you put t0, x0 क्या आएगा? y1 0 होगा.
Yes, sir.
y2 will be some a sin pi by 3 ना? So that's
Yes.
not a node, right?
Yeah.
And यहाँ पे lambda कितना था? k is pi by 2, which is 2 pi by lambda. So lambda is how much? 4 meter. So lambda by 2 is 2 meter, right? That means the distance between each loop is how much?
2 meters.
2 meters, ना?
Yes, sir.
Right. And ये origin आपका जो है ना, where is the origin then? This point is not a node. Origin यहाँ से नहीं start हो रहा था. ये x is equal to 0 और यहाँ पे x is equal to 6 था, ऐसा कुछ. ऐसा है ना diagram?
That I didn't get, sir. Diagram only I was suffering.
नहीं, see, nodes तो ऐसा ही होगा. यहाँ पे देखो ना.
Yes.
Origin पे आपका node नहीं आ रहा था. The
Yes.
origin is not a node. Because if origin node होगा, when you keep x0, t0, y1, y2 दोनों 0 आना चाहिए ना? When you add y1 plus y2, 0 आना चाहिए.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me at which point you'll get 0? If you do y1 plus y2, right? अगर t0 डाल दिया तो 0 आना चाहिए. So that will be a sin minus a sin pi by 2x plus a sin pi by 2x plus pi by 3.
Pi by 3.
तो वहीं से x निकाल सकते हैं ना? At one point it will be 0. That is the point where you get a node. So basically from this you can guess ना कितना होगा nodes 1 and 2 ना?
Yes, sir.
Sure?
Yes, sir. Got it.
एक बार
And-
वापस ट्राई करो, मुझे ये निकालो नोड किस पॉइंट पे है. ये origin है तो ये नोड का कोऑर्डिनेट्स क्या है?
Okay.
Try to find that.
Okay, sir. And
ठीक
the
है?
12th question also.
ये देखो ना, ऐसा है ना, ये व्हीकल है. This is the thing. He sounded the horn here.
Yes, sir.
तो व्हीकल जब यहीं पे आया था, इतना में sound has gone here and came back, right?
Yeah.
So vehicle traveled how much distance? VT ना?
Yes, sir.
Sound how much did it travel?
4
This
seconds.
distance d and this is d minus 4 VT, right?
Yes.
So what is the total distance traveled by the sound? D plus d minus VT. This should
Yes,
be equal to the speed of sound into time, na?
Yes, sir.
T is 4. You know, C, T सब पता है, D आ जाएगा यहाँ से.
Okay, okay.
Got the logic there? The sound won't travel 2D, it will travel D and D minus VT.
Okay, sir.
And the distance traveled by the sound is this. That is the speed of sound into time, and time is 4.
I'll
Sure.
try all these questions again.
Yeah. Clear?
Yes, sir. This was the advanced question we had in our exam last.
हाँ. चलो अच्छा. Done? Anything more?
Nothing, sir. That's all.
चलो, see you on Thursday. Next time ना doubts है ना पहले भेज देना.
Okay, sir.
Then I can take first for you, ना.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye.
चलो. Bye, Ren. Take care.